Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Hello, everybody. Once again, this is Fred Nwankwo coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bold Talk on Island TV. And as usual, I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you are around the world. This episode is very special to me because it ties into the reason why I said that Nigeria is now worth dying for, and my commentary is going to take a step back, continue to comment on social and political things going on in Nigeria, but back away from the personal, deservedly so, the personal discussions I used to have with naming and everything. I decided I'll back up from that because Nigerians don't like the truth. And Nigerians who watch me, for the most part, don't back the truth. They back you privately. They run into you, they say you're doing a great job, but they never stick their neck out and make a comment and say you're right. Nigeria is not worth dying for. If nobody else wants to die, why should I? However, this episode brings you a story about a lady called Chioma who went on social media and did a critique of a product she bought, a tomato puree, tomato paste. The owner of the company that makes the paste didn't like her critique, and he went after her with all forces involved, including police, and locking her up, and I mean all kinds of things. Now let me make one thing clear. I'm not here to say Chioma was right or wrong. I'm here to defend the freedom of speech, which is all I care about, which is what I care about myself too. I'll never state things wrong. But when I decided to back off, as you'll see again on this episode today, I decided that I'll keep surfing the internet and looking for stories that are saying what I would have been saying and bring them to you with third party being involved in the discussion, and I'll just comment on it in a way that doesn't stick my neck out. Take time, look at this, and I hope you find it intriguing enough from an injustice standpoint or justice standpoint that you make a comment for or against. The bottom line is that Chioma's story could be your story tomorrow. It could be my story tomorrow. This is one video you need to share as far and wide as you can, so that people who can help Chioma can get involved, or people who can say the owner of the company that's going after Chioma is right in his approach to trying to subdue the story. It doesn't matter who is right or wrong. I just want freedom of speech to prevail. Take a look.
Onye mazolo bio akwa nwa mazolo bio Max ibia bunye go kwanu mo no fube nazo ulaga ni biazugo nwa ụla ga-adọ n'ịbịazigo akwa nwa ilochi o biko rapụzoro ka ọ nabazia.
In September of 2023, after attending a program at a church in the Ogudu area of Lagos State, Chioma Okoli, a young mother, was apprehended by members of the Nigerian police force. She was subsequently detained and arrested. Her purported crime, a social media post she had shared on her Facebook page a few days earlier, expressing dissatisfaction with the taste of a tin tomato mix she had purchased.
So when I opened the Nagiko tomato mix, I tasted it. The sugar content was much.
The product in question, known as Najiko Tomato Mix, is manufactured by Arisco Foods Limited, whose CEO, Chief Eric Umofia, lodged a complaint with the Inspector General of Police of Nigeria, alleging that Ms. Okoli was the ringleader of a criminal syndicate aiming to sabotage his company.
She's simple evil in my own judgment, and it cannot be allowed. If she have good intention, she will have proven her case by bringing the sample. If she's not a customer, then there's enough that there is son, there is police to report to, there is a federal concern position unit. She didn't do all these things before she go online.
I don't belong to any syndicate. If there is one, let Eric Umofia say the name.
She is now facing charges under Section 24(1) of the Cybercrimes Act of 2015. Chioma Okoli sits and bravely shares her harrowing experience for the first time.
Do you normally do reviews?
That was my first time.
That was your first time doing a review on Facebook. Were you afraid?
Very.
When you were in the police station?
Because of my kids. And I've also heard stories of people going and not coming back. So after the question and answer section, they now say they are waiting for a call from above. Because my husband was like, are we free to go now? They said no. They're waiting for their calls from above. And after some 5 minutes, they said there's a problem, that the order from above says they should collect my phone. So I had to give them my phone, and they said that I am not going home. And they walked out. So my husband now went after them to talk with them, to know if it's something that we can go, come back maybe tomorrow. They just walked to the woman on duty, said, throw her into cell. So, because I was the only female, there was no female person, it was only me inside the cell.
It was only you inside the cell?
Yeah, so it was just me. So I was inside there. So my brother now sent a lawyer to come. So when the lawyer now came, they brought me out again. So the lawyer said he has already talked to them, and they said that the order is from the IGP, that there is nothing they can do about it. So the lawyer said I should just calm down that tomorrow, so that they will know what to do by tomorrow. So we stayed there, couldn't sleep. The roof was even leaking because it rained heavily that day. I was basically standing on my legs were inside the water. I prayed. I talked to myself. It was as if I was seeing people, I don't know. Mosquitoes. And it was terrible. So I just prayed for morning to come.
Freedom of speech is enshrined in Section 39 of the Nigerian Constitution, which says in part that every person shall be entitled to freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impact ideas and information without interference. In a court session held in Abuja on Friday, the 10th of July 2020, the ECOWAS Court of Justice declared Section 24 of the Cybercrimes Act as vague, arbitrary, and unlawful. The judgment read in part that the defendant state, by adopting provisions of Section 24 of the Cybercrimes Act of 2015, violates Articles 9.2 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and 19.3 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. In July of 2023, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, the National Security Advisor, stated that the federal government is actively working towards amending the act.
This post is sabotaging my company to close down, and the 3,000 people will go. This company was established before Chioma was born. Whoever is that Chioma, 40 years ago, I was suffering for this company to establish it. Now, because of the rants, we will allow her to close our company down. I rather close the Risco Food down and fight for my reputation, fight for my brand, fight for my good name before I die. And stubborn with my right, arrogant with my right, I don't no apology for it. And pompous with my right, I must do the right thing. I don't look for trouble. If you come for trouble, I'm ready for you. This she do is trouble. You are sabotaging my company. And it's 7 years imprisonment, 7 million naira, or how many years imprisonment? That
3.
3 years. So why must you go? Because you're a pregnant woman. In prison here, there is a space where you can keep child. There's nothing more that there is where they not mother there. So if you think you can come and bully me to drop my case, I'm not dropping it. I rather die than to allow somebody to tarnish my image. I work 40 years to grow.
Chief Eric Umofia believes his actions are within his rights. He conveyed his grievances regarding her original post and the comments it generated. In the formal complaints submitted to the police, comments made under the post which were not written by Chioma Okoli are emphasized as evidence. Facebook commenters, including one named Don Cash King, are listed in Chioma Okoli's charge sheet. Ms. Okoli's situation also underscores a potential instance of malicious prosecution by the Nigerian police. They allegedly transported her from Lagos to Abuja and have subsequently filed criminal charges against her in Abuja, a state where she does not reside and where the alleged offense did not occur.
They came back around 10. They asked me to come out again. They said they were going to Abuja, but they've already booked the flight.
How many police officers were with you?
2, then my husband. Then my husband paid for himself.
And your husband paid for himself?
Yes.
Is your husband on your flight with you?
Yes.
What was on your mind when they were flying you out?
In my mind, I was like, I don't know what's going to cause. It was actually my first time in Abuja. So I was like, I don't know anybody here. I don't even know who we will call. I just said, God, I'm in your hands. While we were on air, I was telling my husband my breast is like suffocating me. He said, you'll be fine. I said, I just need to take paracetamol. He said, when we get there, I'll get you paracetamol. It was like, am I smelling? It was like small. So when we now got to Abuja, somebody they called came to pick us.
I want to know, like, did you just have faith that you know, like, how were you feeling at the point where
when we got to Abuja, I whispered to my husband's ears, I'm dead. He said, no, you're not dead. Stop saying that. He said, maybe they will ask you to go now and they will throw me inside prison. He said, how can they throw you inside prison? I should stop using any negative words on myself. That this phase will pass, that I'll be fine. He said, why are you shaking? Because I noticed my hand were like, I said, all these things is my first time and I'm having this feeling. He said, because others go and they did not come back does not mean that you will go and not come back. He said, just be strong. So we followed them. They took us to police headquarters in Abuja. They took me to CSP Oliver. Say he's their Oga. Immediately we entered, they were congratulating those guys. Job well done, all that.
The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, the FCCPC, under the leadership of Mr. Tunde Urukera, the former executive vice chairman, reportedly intervened in Ms. Okoli's case following an investigation and took action to secure Ms. Okoli's release from custody in Abuja.
And once we knew she was headed to Abuja, we had a head office in Abuja begin to engage the police headquarters even before the subject arrived Abuja. We also were able to track family members, including a spouse, and we opened conversations with them and continued the engagement.
On this allegation, Chief Eric Umufia had this to say.
It's been alleged that it was the FCCPC, especially Tunde Urukera, that was able to release her from the IGP. Okay, can I ask, because you said you petitioned about Tunde Urukera, who did you petition?
I said I petitioned to Tunde Urukera. Urukera himself said it. He said I petitioned to the president. I petitioned to the Minister of Justice. Petition to the National Security Advisor. I petition to many people because Urukera's action will discourage more manufacturers in this country.
In response to these comments by Chief Eric Umufia, Mr. Tunde Urukera replied with a statement reading in part. Initial information provided and admitted by Arisco support the fact that he did indeed specifically and personally procure the arrest and detention of the consumer. Also, it became clear that his tomato paste does contain sugar. The question, whether the sugar is too much, is a matter of opinion. These both being factually accurate and undisputed were sufficient for the Commission to take an early position in disagreeing with the arrest and detention of the consumer, which is what the Commission did. We owe an inviolate responsibility and immutable duty to protect the rights of consumers on both sides of the aisle, as regulators and as businesses. Arisco didn't respect the right of the consumer and, even worse, pursued reprisal against the consumer in a manner unsupported by law. Finally, firm regulations don't discourage legitimate businesses. We must encourage and embrace those who seek to explore the vast market Nigeria presents, while discouraging and rejecting those who desire or prefer to exploit the people or the market. Ms. Okoli is currently confronting criminal charges filed by the IGP, along with civil charges filed by Arisco Foods Limited. One piece of evidence against her is a letter of confession that she claimed she was forced to sign under duress.
Chief Eric Umufia was now saying that if I don't want to write it, they should take me back to the cell.
He told the police
He was telling them yes.
to take you to the cell.
Yes.
Okay. If you do not write
what they asked me to write. But it's not just writing that apology letter. I will write the apology letter, post it on my page on Facebook, post it on 5 dailies, as in on 5 newspapers, 5 different newspapers, post it on 5 different magazines. Then I'm going to give him a bank draft of 5 billion naira. It looks like 99 people sitting on one person. I turn my right, somebody is telling me, write it. I turn my left, person is saying, write it. I was just looking to see if there is somebody that will tell me, I'll support you, don't. I looked at the lawyer, they asked the lawyer to leave. He's the charge of bail lawyer, he should go. I look at my husband again, he said, please, just write this. I said, I didn't lie. Didn't you see the product? I showed you the product. You told me that I tasted it and it's no, I should not use it. I said, didn't you see my post on Facebook? Where is the lie?
Ms. Okoli's lawyer has taken legal action by filing a lawsuit in the Lagos State High Court for enforcement of her fundamental human rights.
They have countersued me. The lawyer said, I'm going to see him and I'm going to pay him. He's going to pay 500 million. Do you think 500 million are afraid of it? Let him come and take it. If no court will say, if court say yes, we'll pay him. He pay her. But if court says he's going to pay 5 billion, we should be ready to pay me. So contribute more money to let her pay me.
Chioma Okoli expresses disbelief at the situation she finds herself in, particularly following another incident where police officers allegedly came to her apartment in the early hours of January 9th, 2024.
around 6:30 a.m. There was a bang on our door. I peeped through the window. I didn't see anybody. So I had to open the door slightly. I saw two gentlemen. They said they are from Ajiwe police station in Aja.
Were they in uniform?
No, that their DPO wants to see me. And I said, in connection of what? Said there's a woman I sold hair to. I said, I don't sell hair. They said, hey boy, come now. When you come, you see the woman. I said, I need to change. Because I'm still wearing my PJs, I need to change. He said, okay, wait for you. So I locked the door. I now took out my phone. I now called my lawyer. I now said, Chioma, don't open that door. Then after like 10 minutes, we're banging again on the door. Madam, come out. Now why are you wasting our time? Come out. I did not say anything. The children were crying. They were shouting.
Who was shouting?
My kids. Mommy, what is going on? Mommy, why are police in our house? Mommy, what is it again? After some minutes, through the window, I saw my cousin as he's already here and he was asking them for their warrant of arrest. I also noticed there was a guy downstairs the guy that stays downstairs was also asking them for their warrant of arrest. And from 6:30 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. they were here. My kids were eating only bread, drinking juice. When the juice finished, we started drinking water. They were asking me to come. And around 2, that guy that said that a woman I sold hair to, because he didn't give me his name, so I don't know his name, now said, Ma, come, my oga wants to speak to you, and it happens to be the CSP Oliver. He now put the phone on speaker through the window here. Said, Chioma, how are you? I said, fine, sir. He said, why are you delaying my boys? I told my boys to come and bring you, and you don't want to follow them. I said, my lawyer is on his way coming here, that I'm waiting for my lawyer. If my lawyer doesn't come here, I am not coming out. He said, how long is it going to take my lawyer to get to my apartment? I said, I don't know, but all I know that he's coming. Then the landlord now also came. Said, Madam, I've been holding these people not to break your door, because they've been telling me they want to break my door. But since you are not coming out, I think I will allow them to break the door now. I said, Oga, let them break it.
Chief Eric Umofia claims that both his brand and that of Arisco Foods Limited are reputable ones that he has cultivated over the years and that are now under attack due to Chioma Okoli's post.
Deserve accurate, we deserve to be respected. We deserve to be respected and given award. Other than getting from government, getting from association that they love know what we are doing.
Yes, there's a lot of powerful people here.
Yes.
With you.
I thank God because I'm genuine. A company, a reputable company like this can be allowed this rant to tarnish because of what?
Is that the only product she's ever posted of yours?
Yes. She never posted this. She never reviewed the product in her post. Go and check. She never, only my own. I know. She said she went to buy other products. Which means, why she didn't review those ones? Why review my own? Go to her post. It's still there. Go there and check whether she has posted, reviewed any product. Why must it start on her own? You know, evil don't have boundary. If you allow it today, tomorrow when you come, don't cry you. But for me, nothing will make me. I said nothing will make you to drop the case. Nothing until court jail me for killing people, or Chioma will face the consequence. I help people that want to live to live. If you want to die, I help you to die. If you say I wish.
I just want to be free.
It's not the type of life I want. This is not what I want for my kids. This is not what I want. I don't know why I'm here. In a place I cannot say my mind. In a place that I am not free to say anything. And so I'm tired. I'm serious because of my kids, honestly. I just said my truth.
There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Fred Nwankwo coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bull Talk on Island TV. Until next time, good night and God bless.
Hey, you want? Eku kampu nekene, omogo ndi nso. Chukwu emekalumo, ike chukwu negaje. Esi nwanne m ekene mi ịlapụlụ ife niile na-eme wee bịa nke gosili na anyị na gị bụ nwanne Wisdom ga-adị ka nye gị maịkị ka ogobanya bụ egwu isili mmaksi ọ bụ na-etiri egwu a malụkwa malụ n'imego m ife ọjọọ wee sị gị nwanne m ife ọkụ na-echọlụ na ngeme Wisdom onume ekene gị gbamanwe iyo iyo biko lapụ na-abasị ya zoro 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 Duru joy na bugwu Hausa Sokoto Ojembe nwilo anụ solo nwe nwa n'ọfịa na-ara onye nwụrụ zuru ike onye ọma zoro bio akwa nwa zoro bio Max ịbịa bunye gokwanụ m n'ofu ube n'azụ ụlaga n'ịbịa zugo mmanwụ ụlaga do n'ịbịa zugo akwa nwa ilochi biko rapụ zoro ka ọ nabazi ya